Browns back on the practice field today, but Mary Kay, that's about all they're doing in their facility today and probably the rest of this week as they are in more intensive protocols for COVID-19 as Nick Chubb has tested positive. Some others have tested positive as well. Chubb, of course, the big one. Mary Kay, what are we watching for here as this COVID situation unfolds over the next 3 or 4 days?
Well, of course, the big thing is they cannot have anybody else test positive for COVID-19 before this game. They don't want to lose anybody else. They already have 5 people that have tested positive. One more today went on the list in Nick Harris. So you want to stem the tide. You want to stop it. You don't want to get to Friday and find out, that you don't have, this starter or that starter. So that is the whole key. But as you mentioned, they're in enhanced protocols right now. So they're getting tested probably almost on a regular basis. And sometimes things crop up. What they also have to hope for, Dan, is that Nick Chubb and Demetric Felton can test negative twice by Saturday. If they can do that, they can play in this game, and they need them.
Yeah, especially Nick Chubb. Of course, he's been the backbone of this running game for so long. You can probably find a replacement for Demetric Felton in the return game, but it would still be nice to have him out there, especially if you're shorthanded at running back, and Dearness Johnson could end up as the next man up. Now, speaking of that run game, the Browns over the last 2 days, have paid a lot of money to lock up a couple of guys. Wyatt Teller on Tuesday, and then today, Mary Kay, Joel Bitonio locked up, and he is, by average annual salary, the highest paid guard in football.
Yes, absolutely. He is making just over $16 million a year when you factor in some 17 game checks. But so he is the highest paid guard in the NFL, kind of just ahead of Joe Thuney of Kansas City, and then Wyatt Teller is third. So they have 2 of the 3 highest paid guards in the NFL, also 2 of the highest ranked guards in the NFL. So they're making this strong commitment to their run game, to their quarterback, and you couldn't have tied up really 2 better guys.
Yeah, Joel Bitonio, I mean, he even got a gold jacket quote from Andrew Berry in the release announcing the signing, so obviously they think very highly of him, and rightfully so. He is probably the best offensive lineman on this football team if you were to rank all of them. Okay, one more thing. Baker Mayfield having a foot issue, Myles Garrett having a foot issue, 2 obviously very important pieces as the Browns head to New England.
Yeah, your 2 #1 overall picks with foot issues today. Baker said, it could be turf, it could be a lot of different things, but he was a little bit limited today, a little bit sore with that. And then Myles didn't practice today, but Kevin Stefanski said he's hoping to get some of those guys that didn't practice, including Clowney, Takk McKinley, Malik Jackson, Jarvis Landry, back into practice as the week goes on. Of course, the biggest of those guys that didn't practice today, Myles Garrett, you don't want to be without him.
Yeah, for sure. Now, Myles has generally had a lighter practice schedule. Jadeveon has not been practicing a lot lately. Baker Mayfield has been playing through a lot already. So hopefully those guys will get out on the field, but something we'll monitor as the week goes along with, of course, the COVID situation. And who knows, Mary Kay? Maybe they're going to hand out some more money this week. I guess we'll find out. Whatever happens, we'll cover it all at cleveland.com/Browns.